Let me just say this week has been one of the most craziest weeks for music, and I'll tell you why right now.
Wake up, Sophie.
All right, let's start off with two new major albums that came out. First of all, Ian dropped his second album. Great album, by the way. I wasn't expecting Chief Keef to be on the album, but there we go. And then we had Yeet on that album. Now let's talk about that album for a bit. Some of you may hate me on this, but I don't like it as much as you probably do. I didn't like it as much as you probably guys did, but if you like it, I got no problem with it. I'm just saying there's a couple things that could have been worked on that album. I feel like 2093 was a lot more better than the album we just released, because 2093 had a much more higher production and a way more organized storyline. Lifestyle, it just like had repetitive beats and all that stuff, which was kind of getting annoying at some point. It was repetitive tempo, repetitive beats, and very I wish there was more to be added on that album, to be honest. But other than that, the Yeet album was alright. I'll give it like a 4 out of 10, and then the Ian album I'll give it like a 7-8 out of 10. Again, but that album could have had a couple of improvements. Ian's album was amazing, but also a couple of improvements. Actually, one thing that did annoy me was his like little intro, but other than that, that's about it. All right, let's talk about the big thing. Actually, wait, one more thing. Playboi Carti is playing at Camp Flog in November, and we're gonna talk about the hosts right now of Camp Flog. He is officially back. Tyler Oknama, Tyler the Creator, aka Bunny Hop, aka Flower Boy, aka Cherry Bomb, aka Igor, aka Tyler Sir Baudelaire. I don't know what you can call him. He goes by many names, but the main one we're focusing is Tyler the Creator. Saying Chromakopia. Chromakopia is coming out in 2 weeks, but here's the thing, it's dropping on a Monday. Now, here's the thing about music, right? Whenever artists tend to drop new music or a new album, just like with the Ian, most of the artists drop on Friday. But Tyler the Creator was like, why not we start dropping music again on Tuesdays? Which I get, because there's like so many reasons as to why, and here's the interview as to why he said it.
I think we should put music out again on Tuesdays instead of Fridays for some reasons. What do y'all think? So my reasoning is, I know people think because of the weekend they could listen to stuff and streams go up, and the streaming people are like, oh, streams go up on the weekend, but I think it's a lot of passive listening at parties, or people get the time to go to the gym, so they're not really listening. And people on the weekends, they want to chill and just hang out, so they're not really listening. But I think if you put it out during the week, man, that commute to work or that commute to school or just whatever that is, you really have that hour or 30 minutes in it to really dive in and really listen, because once that's over, you got to get to work, and I think when that time is shorter, kind of like procrastination, you get more done, even with listening. And to work on an album for so long and put so much energy to it, and for it to be released at midnight, and I'm talking about America because this is where for it to be released at midnight just seems so disrespectful. Like, people are asleep on the East Coast for the most part, and people are going to sleep on the West, and that's when you decide to release music. Like, I think it coming out in the morning would just make more sense. But that's just me personally. Yeah, I don't know how you guys feel about that. You could talk just so I don't feel crazy if it's a dumb idea, but I don't know, man. I just really love music.
And I get what he's trying to say, because not a lot of people have the energy or the anticipation to wake up in the middle of the night and start listening to a new album that a big artist have been working so hard on. And I get his point. So I feel like if music were to start dropping in these certain days and these certain types of times, or these certain times, I feel like that would be amazing. Now let's talk about Chromakopia. Chromakopia will be his 8th out. Wait, hold on. How many albums? So he's dropped Wolf, Cherry Bomb, Igor, Flower Boy, Call Me If You Get Lost, the deluxe. This will probably be like his 9th album he has dropped. Now, we only got one snippet of the song, Chroma. I think it's a snippet. I don't think it's the full thing, but that is what it is. Chroma is the first track of the album, and we still don't have any clue about the rest of the track list. But here is what people have been saying or have been theorizing. In Chroma, they are saying Frank Ocean and Daniel Caesar are featured on that song. Daniel Caesar, one of the greatest artists and one of Tyler the Creator's closest friends, chess buddies, I guess. I would get Daniel Caesar. But Frank Ocean, no one has heard from him in like 7 to 8 years. Besides the Coachella, but Coachella was something else. So let's get rid of that. So I don't think it could be Frank Ocean. But even so, Tyler the Creator at Coachella said he hasn't heard from him either. So there's a lot of doubt about that. But we'll wait until the features come out, alright? Let's just wait until Chroma comes out. So I'm excited for this album. I bet you guys are too. And oh yeah, also that another thing is he changed his style, I guess. It's because in every single album that he drops, he tends to like switch up the style. Like, I mean, his entire character, I guess. Every album that he has produced and has released, he has like a character in all those albums, and he's got good storytelling within those albums, just like Kendrick Lamar has with his music and albums in general. So I went from Wolf, Cherry Bomb, and then Flower Boy, Igor when he had his little blonde wig, Homie If You Get Lost when he was this little suburban rich boy, and then now Chroma. I think the character's name is Chroma, or I don't know, Chroma, I guess. And then a couple other things about Chroma or Chromakopia as well is that if you invert the colors on Igor and Chroma... Wait, hold on. That's something I forgot to mention. Everybody is saying that Chromakopia could be a sequel album to Igor. Because here's the thing. If you were to put Igor and Chromakopia together, invert the colors, Chromakopia would have the same colors as Igor. Igor would have the same colors as Chromakopia, which makes sense, right? And then the music video, no, not the music video, but I guess the teaser that we got for Chromakopia. At the beginning, everything is black and white, right? From what I know as a photographer and graphic designer, chroma is literally another definition of color. Now, at the beginning of his video, it's black and white, right? You got all these people marching, which supposedly are the featured artists, like 21 Savage, maybe Frank Ocean, Daniel Caesar, and all those other artists, right? And they all get into this one giant shipping container, and then he blows it up, and then everything is to color, right? That might be how every single song will be. Like, it will tend to like have some kind of meaning of color or something like that. That could be the storyline, but I don't know. That's really just a theory. So let me know down in the comments below what you guys are thinking about Chromakopia. What are your expectations, how you feel about it, and I guess what you are waiting for, and what featured artist are you thinking that might come out of the album. So we'll see. That's about it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Have a nice rest of your day. Peace.